welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Katie and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. So starting this a little bit late, sorry about that. I have been very busy, I don't know what to tell you. So on Thursday I went from work, I went straight to Hove to go and meet my bestie. We met up, had a little mini snack before coming back here and then going out with my childhood best friend for dinner. Very busy day for me on Thursday, and then yesterday was my day off and I want to relax, so I did go to the gym. But good news, on Thursday I finished Delirium and oh my god, I was on the train like devouring. I don't know if you ever get this, but like I'm like feel like I'm skim reading because I'm desperate to finish it because I'm just like So I hit a point where I had all these theories coming out. I was thinking this is either gonna end one of like so many ways. I was right on one of them, however not disappointed by it at all because it was still really good. I do now want to continue with the trilogy. I love this world that has been created. I just love this idea of, you know, having that part of your brain like cut out or whatever, alter just all of it and all the side effects of not having love and like not having desire. And also I am really intrigued to sort of now meet up with or like getting to a point of learning more about the resistance and the people who live in the wild. So yeah, I want to know more. I'm surprisingly just way more into this than I thought I would be. I'm debating making a book review about it. I don't know yet. I'm still very much on the fence because it was quite an old book and I don't have masses to talk about it, but I think it's just that more of, oh my god, I really enjoyed this book. Today's the 1st of February and I started a new book, and that would be The Shrike and the Shadows. So I was contacted by one of the authors asking if I would like to review this before publication day, which very exciting. I've had this before, but the book had already been released, so it's quite exciting that I get to do it before publication. Really looking forward to it. I started it today on my lunch and it's kind of tickling my fancy. I like the idea of it. It's definitely something that I would watch. So it is a Hansel and Gretel retelling. If you have already watched Monday's video, then you will know what I'm about to say, so I'm gonna try and do a quick little summary, so bear with me. It's a Hansel and Gretel retelling where they live just on the outside of this little town, and basically there is a witch that lives in the woods who takes men, and her calling card is leaving a heart on the doorstep of where they live. And basically it is kind of going to go the way of the Salem witch trials where the townsfolk are freaking out, and I think the Dick Vicar is going to have a lot to do with it. And yeah, Hans and Greta kind of get accused of witchcraft, and basically it is easiest to blame them because they're the outcasts, they don't live in the town, and the vicar is a dick. And they get two choices: you burn at the stake or on you go into the woods, and they choose the woods. So my guess with this, it is going to be facing what is in the woods, the Shrike, the creatures, just the dangers of being in the woods, and what happened with the Shrike, why she's there, why she's taking men, because she was probably like betrayed by some dick like the vicar. See where this is going? I think men are the problem in this book. So far we have already had a near potential rape scene, and I was a bit like, oh wow, Jesus, like I'm probably not even 10 pages in and this is happening. Setting the tone very quickly. But that aside, I like the vibe of this book. It is my kind of vibe. Like I said, it's probably definitely something I would watch, and I am looking forward to reading it. I think it's definitely less than 400 pages. I had to look it up on Goodreads because my Kindle wouldn't tell me. My Kindle just kept telling me I had 1 minute left in the chapter. So my plans for tonight, I'm going to my friend Katie's. It was her birthday last week. We share the same birthday, just a month apart. So I'm going to hers. We are gonna go to Tesco's. We're gonna go get some alcohol because that's all you really need in life. And she wants to bake biscuits. I want to eat biscuits, so Alice is gonna come meet me, and then we're gonna head over. And pajamas are the only important thing other than the alcohol and the dinner. And yeah, we're just gonna relax. I'll give her birthday presents, and it'll just be nice to sort of just catch up and just do nothing, relax, and yeah, just all that niceties. Hey, how are you? How was your weekend? It feels like ages since I actually did this, but it was literally only Saturday, but for some reason that feels like a million miles away. So let's talk progress. So my main read has been my Kindle read, which is The Shrike and the Shadows, and I am currently I am 23% in. I've only got a minute left in that chapter. I have to quickly finish that. I'm definitely into it. I do really like it. I like the feel of it. I feel like I like that the fact that we are swapping between Hans and Greta, so I like that we're seeing things differently. Greta is very sort of scared and just very timid and just doesn't really like to go into the village because the villagers aren't really that nice. And then we see things from Hans' point of view. You know, he does want to protect her. However, what I've just read kind of, yeah, has not helped Greta's situation, unfortunately. The whispers have already started with Greta possibly being a witch. There has always been talk that that family was possibly cursed, their mother died and the way she died, and villagers have always sort of said something, but they've had a lot of respect for their father. There is talk of, yeah, that Greta is, you know, possessed, or she's a witch, and that she's bespelled her brother, and just awful stuff. However, yeah, reading what I have now read, Hans's behaviour just has not helped it at all, and probably has caused a lot of it. We have seen glimpses of the witch. She has made an appearance, so I'm very happy about. I was worried that we weren't going to see her for quite a while, maybe until she actually they entered the forest. I thought maybe, okay, like we'll have like missing men and their hearts turning up and stuff, but I didn't think that we'd actually have anything to do with her just yet, but we already have, and I'm very early in. So yeah, I'm already digging this. All of it so far has just really been up my street, and I feel like this is gonna get good. I'm a bit confused as to whether or not this is a series or not. I've seen conflicting things. One thing saying that this is book 1, and the thing I think I first saw said it was like just a standalone, so we will see. But I think if it does go series wise and I enjoy it, I think I will be definitely like continuing. So my second book that I'm reading has been an audiobook, and that is In the Nightwood. I'm waiting for my actual physical copy to arrive. Didn't realise it was only 224 pages. So In the Nightwood, it's really hard to describe this. So main guy in it, Charles, as a kid, he discovers the children's book In the Nightwood. And this book kind of influences his life, not like full on influences it, but things just happen to happen, and it's a coincidence connected to the book. And basically he ends up meeting and marrying the descendant of the author. Now they are starting a fresh start, and this literally happens within the first like so many chapters. Doesn't tell me how much I've listened to, but I've got 5 hours left, and I think it was 7 hours maybe, I don't know. That's kind of annoying. This is why I need to get my book and I can find out like how much I've got left to go. Anyway, so they are grieving the loss of their daughter, and it has ended up that she is now the last descendant, and the house of the original author has now become hers. They move from America, come to England, Yorkshire, to go and live in this house and the weird wood that surrounds the house. I'm guessing this is going to go, but yeah, quite gothic-y. It's going to be kind of haunted. It's going to be them dealing with their grief in separate ways. She is doing the standard and just popping pills, but yeah, she keeps seeing the daughter, but I'm guessing that whatever is in the woods and potentially in the house is going to make them start seeing them. There is already a girl who's gone missing in the town, and it sounds like the girl went missing before they moved to the village, I think. I feel like, yeah, they're going to start to explore the woods, and yeah, so I feel like this is going to be a bit exploring their grief, and maybe I think if there is some sort of presence or supernatural presence, it's going to take advantage of their grief, and that's what's going to cause stuff. Or maybe it's going to be the help. Maybe like, yeah, the help are really the ones who are at it, and they're really going to like turn them crazy. So the husband is deciding to write a biography on this mysterious author, because literally he publishes one book, this one children's book, which is not a children's book. It is kind of this weird piece of literature that people have kind of, it just didn't come up to much reception. It just didn't go down very well, and it's not very popular because it is just kind of not for children. So this author and the book In the Nightwood is just kind of like this weird just footnote in sort of English like sort of folklore and children's literature, because this book was just so, oh my god. So far I am enjoying it. It's switching back and forth as well between the wife and the husband, which I like, because you're seeing both their different sides of the grief, and how although she sometimes does want to reach out to him, she doesn't, and his struggles with wanting to reach out with her, but he doesn't, because neither of them know what to do with each other. So I feel like they're going to be experiencing the house and the wood in completely different ways, because they are both in completely different places, and I'm guessing the missing child is going to play quite a part of this, I guess, to do with the wood, and I'm assuming that more children are going to go missing. So I'm reading 2 really good books right now. Both have this sort of, I have now just realized both of them have a very woodland presence. Both of them have something's in the wood presence, and I really like that. One is outright witch, supernatural. The other one I think is going to be that gothic kind of, is this just complete and utter mind games and really there's nothing there, or really is there? But I'm so up for it. Look who has no hair again. I'm pretty sure I am shorter than I was before. I think I am, especially at the back, because it was longer at the back and my mum was not happy with that apparently. So yeah, I've literally just got back from doing that. I am probably going to just rewash it really quickly, because I find they never add enough product, because my hair's thirsty and my hair also drinks in a lot of product. product, even when it's tiny and short. And also, I never like how they blow dry it. It's a lot of touchiness and a lot of moving of hands, and I'm like, you're making it bigger. So I'm going to rewash it super quickly. Just my last check-in. Sorry, I'm trying to get my book out my bag. Oh, let's sit those rary bones down. So just the last check-in for you. Yesterday I read some more of The Shrike and the Shadows, and I listened to some more In the Nightwood, and then more In the Nightwood in the morning, and then some more Shrike and the Shadows at lunch. So again, my book still isn't here, so I don't know where I am in The Shrike and the Shadows. I was going to tell you what chapter I was on, but I've realised the book comes in 3 parts, and I'm currently on the 2nd part. The chapters are very short. Yeah, I feel like even if I was reading this physically, I feel like, sorry, I'm cutting off my head. I feel like I would blitz my way through it pretty quickly, but also I really like short chapters. Currently at the moment, it's definitely more from Charles's point of view than from Erin's, and I'm finding that with The Shrike and the Shadow, it's definitely more Greta than Hans. With where I'm at now, I definitely want to have more chapters from her brother. I want to know what he's thinking. And so with the Nightwood, nothing major is really happening. It is still, like I said, them settling into the house. They've been there now quite a while. They're getting into a routine. The wife seems to be obsessively drawing, maybe not obsessively, but kind of obsessively. She's sketching a lot of their daughter, and the husband, he is just throwing himself into sort of researching and finding out as much as he can about the original author of the book, and he's just trying to cope outwardly as well. But you know, whenever things get brought up, they're living in a very small village, so everyone knows your business. So to begin with, everyone was like, oh, you left your daughter behind in America, why would you do that? Whereas now people kind of know, but it's a kind of unspoken thing. He's spending time going for walks in the woods. In the morning he goes for walks, never too far in, but he does go for walks. I feel like he's gonna eventually delve in deeper. The wife as well seems to be spending a lot of time just standing and staring out the window into the forest. So similarly enough, the characters in The Shrike and the Shadows, they have made their way into the woods. They have been given their choice. I know I need to charge you. They've been given their choice, be burned, well, Greta be burned at the stake, or go and take your chances in the wood. They are currently, yeah, making their way through the forest. I will say one thing, because I want to explain what I mean by I want to have more from Hans's point of view. He had an encounter with the Shrike, with the witch, but Greta saved him, but the witch wants him and she's kind of marked him. So the attack that happens at the village that kind of culminates in them leaving, I keep like dropping my arm, I'm sorry, I'm trying very hard. Yeah, the attack that culminates in them having to leave the village, he has been marked, so obviously the witch is not gonna let up on wanting him, and he can hear her sort of whispering in his head. So yeah, we're having loads of sort of hallucinations and creatures in the wood, and are they or aren't they real? Greta thinks she's seen her mother, but it was an animated corpse, but then when she looked again it was gone. So is it there, or is it just a hallucination? The witch is very powerful, and she's now trying to get to both of them, not just Hans. She's trying to get to Greta, to get astray from the path, to leave Hans on his own, and she's trying to get Hans on his own. So this is why I want more of the brothers chapters. We've had one after another sort of attack in the wood where we've seen from his point of view what was happening, and I just want more of that, and I want to know more what's going on in his head, because it's obviously grinding him down. He's clearly unwell, he's not himself. So I really like it. I really like the direction it's going in. We've had I ended on a very interesting part. I'm currently on 45%. So I read quite a bit last night, and I got a nice bit done today as well. I think I had like a spare hour. So once I'd done that, I took off my makeup and I sorted out some washing, and I thought, right, now I'm gonna listen to some more In the Nightwood just to try and balance it really evenly. But yeah, I really wish my book would hurry up and get here within the Nightwood. So that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then hit that like button, and as always, comment below about anything. If you're new, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ding that bell and never miss out on a video. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you Monday for quite possibly a book review on something that I don't remember, but we will see. I had a plan. The plan has failed. Oh, a book haul. It was a book haul. I'll see you Monday for a book haul.